immensely popular AJ Styles, challenging the dominating world champion Samoa Joe.
Yeah, and I'm obviously interested in this because the world title's on the line. And there we see a nice handshake. I contemplated maybe running out there and...
please don't.
I'm not gonna. Because in Ring of Honor, of course I have no equal because I am better than everybody. I do respect these two because there's really no reason I shouldn't. They're both high caliber athletes, although they're not in my caliber. And right now it doesn't look like AJ's in anybody's caliber. That might have knocked him stupid already.
Joe aggressive from the beginning, but look at AJ taking him down with a Huna Karana. Joe ducks the kick, and Joe with a Huna Karana of his own.
Anything you can do, I can do better, Joe's telling him right now.
The ROH World Champion, he is so dominating, and just last night, Samoa Joe and AJ Styles were a tag team. The first time the World Champion teamed with the #1 Contenders Trophy, but the result was AJ Styles accidentally hitting Joe with that discus lariat, allowing Joe to get pinned by Mark Briscoe after a shooting star press. So there's a little issue going into this one.
Well, and that's why they're shaking hands and they're going to settle it like men. AJ right off the bat picks Joe's leg. Joe sits out, and both men repeatedly sit out looking to gain an advantage, and right now it doesn't look like it's anybody's ball game.
The world title's on the line. Both men will pull out all the stops.
1, 2.
Samoa Joe obviously respects AJ Styles. That is why he just chose him as his tag team partner last night. AJ Styles, you know he respects everyone he steps in the ring with, especially the world champion Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe now working on that arm of AJ Styles. Styles winning the #1 Contenders Trophy in that absolute classic match of the year candidate against Bryan Danielson. What a match that was on November 1st. Samoa Joe worn down after a series of grueling title defenses, including Jay Briscoe at Tradition Continues and Chris Daniels at Glory by Honor 2. Daniels almost winning the title.
I did mean to cut you off there. You like that, how you always say I didn't mean to cut you off?
Hey.
Well, I did mean to cut you off. There was signature Samoa Joe going on right there. A chop to the back, a kick to the chest, and AJ Styles obviously has the man well scouted, picked his leg again and brought him down.
If the action warrants it, I'm not going to complain. And what a matchup we have right here.
AJ's trying to keep the man grounded. Now, Joe is a big boy. He's a very, very hard hitter.
Arguably the two top players in ROH. There's AJ Styles with that athleticism. Big drop kick.
Prettiest drop kick in the business right now.
Cover.
He only gets a 1.
It's going to take more than that to defeat Samoa Joe. Joe, he can use the island driver, the muscle buster, or the choke to defeat you. AJ gets the big man up, drops the knee.
And there's some classic AJ Styles. I'm actually surprised that he got Joe up for a slam so early.
AJ Styles, he's going to go for that Styles Clash. He puts them all down with the Styles Clash, including UCM Punk at Tradition Continues. What a great match that was, though.
You're a comedian.
And there's AJ just barely getting the champion over for a suplex.
Yeah, but AJ already showing signs of weakness. AJ is by no means a weak individual, but he's not going to get a lateral press on Samoa Joe. Joe's just too big.
Samoa Joe's a big bruiser.
I wouldn't be surprised to... Ooh!
AJ trying that discus lariat. Joe cut him off. Oh, AJ sent hard to the floor. That could be a big turning point in this match. The first big turning point.
It is at the referee's discretion right now. If AJ's out, if he can't get back in the ring, Paul Turner could call this.
There are no countouts here, but the referee can disqualify you for being on the floor for too long, and AJ definitely shaken up, perhaps a wind knocked out of him from that hard fall to the floor.
But Paul Turner doesn't want to see anybody hurt, and if AJ's hurt, he's not going to let him continue.
And AJ's definitely struggling to get to his feet, and Joe, what's he doing? The big man flies, wipes out AJ, but almost takes himself out in the process. He landed hard.
Damn near 300 pounds. Missile of plancha straight out the ring, and it looked like Joe whacked his head not only on the ground, but on that guardrail.
Don't forget, Mark Briscoe will face a winner of this match at Final Battle 2003 when the stars of All Japan Pro Wrestling, including the Great Muta and Kojima, invade ROH. Oh, did you see that chop? AJ once again hard to the floor.
You got no choice but to go hard to the floor, Joe chops you. He's setting up for his Olay kick right now. Now Joe's in his happy place right now. He thinks he's got everything wrapped up. That's the thing about AJ Styles. He's so athletic. He does things other men can't do.
Oh, AJ tries to cut him off, but gets met with a super kick. At least AJ avoided that ole kick.
I don't know if it did him any good.
Yeah, you're right. He is down. The former NWA World Champion down. Can he become an ROH champion? AJ whipped into the guardrail. No, up and over. And flies over with the lariat.
That's the athleticism of AJ Styles right there. But once again, AJ Styles hard to the floor on that. He's going to really have to sacrifice his own body if he wants to beat Samoa Joe here.
AJ Styles is so good. No doubt one of the top athletes in the world today. And he would make a proud ROH champion. An honorable ROH world champion. Joe, he has to be worn down after all those successful title defenses, winning that belt in March and bringing pride and prestige to that title, making it a world title. And what's AJ? Perhaps a Styles clash.
He defended it in England. This is way too soon for him to be going to this. He already slammed him and suplexed him once.
Well, AJ, those hard blows to the back.
He just powerbomb Samoa Joe.
Oh, Joe kicked out. I can't believe AJ Styles got Samoa Joe up like that.
Look how much it took out of. Look how AJ's winded.
AJ definitely in bad shape, definitely shaken up. But look at the ROH World Champion. He is slow to get to his feet.
We're not 5-7 minutes into this match and both men letting it hang out right now. This is what Ring of Honor is all about. This is why Chris Daniels does not belong in Ring of Honor, because he cannot hang with these two men. He cannot look somebody like Samoa Joe or AJ Styles or CM Punk in the eye and shake his hand after being defeated.
And here comes AJ. No! Big sidewalk slam by Samoa Joe. And look at the ROH World Champion. He is getting that second win perhaps, but still a little slow to follow up, Punk.
Both men going move for move. He just got powerbombed. Jab and a chop. A jab and a chop. Now we're going for face wash.
Oh, that just has to sting so much, and it's insulting as well. And he hits the ropes. Oh! Almost takes AJ's face off.
Fans want to see it one more time. How popular is AJ Styles now?
The fans rooting for both men, rooting for this action. That is a unique atmosphere you get at a live ROH show, and that's why the only way to experience Ring of Honor is in person at one of the live events.
These fans just want to see people brutalized.
AJ fighting back.
There's
These people want to see
chops.
great athletic wrestling, and that's what they're seeing right now. Oh, look at that. Beautiful way to take AJ off his feet by Joe.
Just landed on his front teeth. I can't believe how hard these guys are hitting each other already. And AJ powerbombed them a couple minutes ago.
Well, when the ROH World title is on the line, you will put everything you have into the match.
I'm not so sure Joe's ever been powerbombed before.
Very impressive.
There's a receipt.
Yep. Not enough. Uh-oh. STO. Excuse me.
STF, genius. And AJ is in a bad position right now.
The STF. Look at that. It wrenches at the knee. It cranks at your neck. And look at Joe covering the eyes of AJ.
Oh, he just grapevined his arm.
Oh, AJ being stretched in so many different ways right now. He's got to get to the ropes. I don't think AJ realizes he just has to back up a little to get in them. And there he goes. He's pushing himself back.
See, I think that was a mistake. That was a mistake. If Joe kept his leg locked, it would have been a lot harder for AJ to back up.
Joe definitely needs to get AJ in the middle of the ring if he's going to try a hold like that. You cannot be too close to the ropes. AJ slow to get to his feet again. Joe looking absolutely dominating. That's painful and insulting, and AJ's not going to take it.
Joe goes to the eyes.
He might be getting a little desperate to pull out something like that. Not normally something you see from Samoa Joe. And
Joe
now,
hooking him in a waistlock, looking for a suplex.
Yeah,
AJ fights out again. Rolling cradle, Samoa Joe.
That's Samoa Joe's specialty right here. It'll make you dizzy. It could put your shoulders down to the mat for those 3 seconds. Oh, look, he had like an extra rotation in that. Cover. Not enough. I can't see this title match going much longer. The way
Neither can Fast Eddie. Come on, put that over.
I'm not going to put that over in a match like this. Both men putting it all on the line for the ROH World title. Mark Briscoe watching on. Jim Cornette watching on.
Yeah, Joe playing with AJ right now. And like I stated before, AJ is the kind of guy you do not do this to.
Well,
He's so explosive. He can come back at any time.
Samoa Joe, this is the way he tried to bully the Briscoe brothers, and we saw how that has backfired on him. And there's a big backhand.
Reverse chop by Joe, met by a flip kick by AJ Styles.
And that one landed square on the head of Joe. The ROH World Champion is down.
These men are hitting each other in all the right places.
AJ has to follow up, and if he does, we could see a new ROH World Champion right here in the Boston area on this historic double shot weekend, the first double shot weekend in ROH history. AJ now up and over, grabs Joe, into the DDT.
Signature AJ Styles.
I thought we were going to have Mark Briscoe versus AJ Styles for the world title at Final Battle 2003.
You know, whoever wins this match, and AJ sending some receipts to Samoa Joe now.
That's what you call payback. And Joe is definitely dazed. Did you see the look on Samoa Joe's face? He might be out.
That wasn't a receipt. That was the entire cash register. Whoever wins this match, you know, I breathe a sigh of relief knowing that they're going to shake the other man's hand. This is Ring of Honor. But believe me, as AJ delivers a backbreaker to Samoa Joe, and I'm not so sure that was the wisest decision, dropping 300 pounds on your leg. But tonight's main event, the barbed wire match, I'm not so sure you're going to see too much handshaking going on.
No, we're definitely going to go from a classic world title match, a great athletic match, to just a barbaric war. Those are the different styles that you see in ROH.
And I guarantee you Homicide is going to get everything he deserves for being disrespectful to Steve Corino later tonight.
And look at that, AJ Styles, and that's going to hurt the neck of Samoa Joe as well as hurting the knees, and Joe goes to the eyes once again. I think that we're seeing some desperation from the ROH World Champion going to the eyes twice.
No place to go. He was locked up in that hold. The only way he was going to get out is if he tapped.
AJ,
so, you're not going to get Joe to tap.
AJ twice going to the lower back of Samoa Joe. And Joe with an enziguri.
Heavy kicks by Samoa Joe to AJ Styles.
What a slugfest we are witnessing here. This is kind of reminding me of that legendary Samoa Joe versus Homicide match at Do or Die on May 31st, where Samoa Joe almost had to kill Homicide to retain the title.
Samoa Joe will do it here to AJ too. Both men fatigued, on their knees, slapping each other. Now forearms, back and forth. Samoa Joe's in charge.
AJ Styles, he's already been a tag team champion in 2003. Can he be the first double champion? Firing on the world champion.
AJ Styles.
AJ taking it, and Joe fighting back. AJ ducks. Oh, that was right on the jaw. Right on the jaw. The champion is down.
He's unconscious.
The crowd showing their appreciation. What an atmosphere we have here in Boston. Paul Turner counting both men down. This could end in a double knockout. I think we could easily have a new champion here. It all depends on who gets to their feet first. Will it be Samoa Joe? Will it be AJ? And look at this. They're almost mirroring each other. Both men rising at the same time.
Going into this, I would have said hands down Samoa Joe, but I'm hard-pressed to pick who is going to win this match at the moment.
Well, AJ Styles, you can consider him an MVP of 2003 in ROH. So many great matches against you, against Bryan Danielson, against Paul London, one after another. Those
Samoa
great
Joe
matches against
seated
the
on the top
Briscoes.
rope.
Oh, Joe's in a lot of trouble. AJ, if he connects, it could be all over. It could be new champion time. Joe fighting back. Oh, did you see that slap? Oh, and there's a boot. Joe now controlling the challenger. What's
now
he setting
AJ
up for?
fighting. Both men looking desperate.
And
Another
Joe
power
ducked.
bomb.
And AJ's got him. AJ, if he can hook those arms. Yes, he's got one. He's got the other. Styles clash. New champion coming up.
It had to have just taken everything Samoa Joe has left in him to kick out of a Styles clash. Take it from somebody who's felt that Styles Clash. It rattles you. You do not know where you are after that move. That just goes to show you how tough Samoa Joe is.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Samoa Joe just kicked out a Styles Clash. What's it going to take to put the champion down? But look at Joe. He is hurt. Styles might be one big move away from being ROH World Champion. I can't believe it. Joe kicking out a Styles Clash.
Joe in the center of the ring getting peppered by chops and punches by AJ.
Here it comes by AJ. No, Joe catches him. Island driver. Cover. Oh, it's AJ Styles kicking out of the Island driver. That is what put Chris Daniels and so many others down.
The atmosphere in this building right now is absolutely electric. Both men running on instinct and adrenaline as Samoa Joe gives high knees to the face of AJ Styles.
AJ staggered. Discus clothesline.
He's got to make the cover, Lovey.
Both men battered. Both men bruised. It's going to be all about who can get that one big move, and AJ might have gotten it. No, what's he going for?
He's going up top. He's got to pull all the tricks out for this one.
AJ knows he's only one big move away from being ROH World Champion.
I haven't seen him use it in a while, but oh, Samoa Joe stops that from happening.
Joe on instinct. Hold on, he's got him hooked. It could be. No, it's all over if he hits it. Yes, he's got him hooked for the Muscle Buster. Muscle Buster, and he turns him over into the choke.
He's in the same place he was when he had him in that STF. AJ's got nowhere to go, and he's a lot more fatigued than earlier in the match. He can't back up to get those ropes.
AJ Styles has just taken an Island driver, a Muscle Buster, and now he's in the choke. How is he straight into the ropes? He was trying to get the rope, but look at Joe. He wrenches back. Joe wrenching back using all his body weight for leverage. AJ, and he's out. AJ's out.
Referee Paul Turner right there made the right call.
The ROH World Champion retains. What a champion we have in Samoa Joe. Can Mark Briscoe unseat him at Final Battle 2003? You know, and Jim Cornette's going to be watching that one. And another notch for Samoa Joe, another successful title defense.
He damn well earned that one. Look at him clutch that belt like it was his newborn child.